Hi, I'm the Moorlander, and this is Moorlander EDC, away on a family vacation or holiday this year. And as usual, I thought I'd make some content. I'm always thinking about you guys, so I thought I'd make some content while I'm out here. Now, I've put it all out on the bed on the inside, so let's go in and take a look. Shoom, and we're in the room. Now, that was one of those kind of influencer splits. I felt really cheesy doing that. I won't do that again. Now, let's take a closer look at the stuff that I brought. So, I've tried to lay everything out in a nice logical order for everybody. Hopefully the sound comes all right. I'm sure you can appreciate I've not got my usual filming equipment here with me today. Now, luggage wise, usually I bring 3 bags, but today, or at least for this holiday, I've decided not to, just going with 2. The main luggage that I've got here, which is your 22, 23 kilos that you can put into the hold. This is from Axion. I'm always never sure how you pronounce this. Axion. I think if you say it like you Mike Jackson, then it comes off a little bit better. These are really nice. The way that these are designed, so hopefully as you can see, it's longer and thinner than it is with some of there's Mrs. Moorlander's over there. It's your typical 22 kilos. It's got a longer, slimmer profile, so I actually find it's a little bit easier to be able to travel with this. What I really do like about this as well is it's got grab handles all the way around this. Also, it folds in half, or it opens up and kind of butterflies open. But what I do like is, so this top section, you can completely unzip this. So you can take this off, it unzips through there as well, and then you can have 2 halves. So maybe if you're away with business and pleasure, then you can put some stuff in one, put stuff in the other. Or maybe there isn't enough room in your wardrobes to be able to put everything. So you can have 2 halves. Maybe one half you're going to keep underneath your bed. The other half you're going to empty or whatever you're going to do with that. Yeah, these are really nice. Now, I know you guys have all seen this before. I think of all of the bags that I've owned, this one, I probably made more content on this one satchel than I have any other bag. This is the Bushcraft satchel from Helikmon-Tex. Available in loads of different colours. Oh yeah, by the way, everything that we look at today, they're all available online. I'll leave some links below so that you can see more from them. But this Bushcraft satchel, I've took this everywhere with me. These are great whilst travelling, mainly because it's a satchel. So you can fit through tight spaces. It's nice to have a backpack. I was going to bring a backpack, but I just decided on this. But like going down to the beach today, I was able to put a snorkel in here. I was able to put a beach towel in here. Some of the electronics that you'll see here, some of the other things, change of clothes, were all able to fit inside this. These generally are absolutely worth their weight in gold. And certainly worth the money for these. And when I say that, they're not particularly expensive. These are very, very budget friendly. Main compartment, zip on the front, and then you've got some extra pockets here on the side. Absolutely love these. I will never not sing from the rooftops how great these bags are. But I can spend too much time talking on those, so we'll move on. Now, when it comes to power whilst I'm away, as many of you will know, I do business trips with work every now and again. So these are just some tips that I've picked up whilst away. Wherever you're traveling, so we're in Europe at the moment. We're in Gran Canaria, which is just off the West African coast, but it's owned by Spain, so we've got European adapters. But what I do is as I take one of these, so these are UK plugs. You just need one of these extension cables for these, and these are great mainly because you don't then necessarily have to worry about taking several of these with you. I'd always recommend taking several of them with you anyway, because sometimes they break and they don't work. But then for one plug, you can plug in 4 or 5 UK plugs, or whatever region that you are. Absolutely, again, just super useful these are. And then when I'm taking, most of the chargers that I get, generally they're from Anker. They're reasonably cheap and they don't break. I get these from my kids, from my daughters, because they're constantly like, oh dad, I need a new one. But then I started buying them Anker and they're like, yeah, they just work. This is just a small one. I think this is 20 watts. This is my let's unplug that. This is my go-to one. This has got kind of a mains kettle lead, but then on the front here you've got a 20 watt, you've got a 45 watt, and then you've got a couple of USB-A ports here as well. These are super useful. If you need to, you can also charge your laptop. You can do different things with this. Not particularly expensive, I don't think, but whatever these were worth, if this died on me tomorrow, I'd go out and I'd buy another one, just purely because I've took this all over the world with me and absolutely love it. Now, just in case I'm somewhere and I can't get access to mains electric, this is a 20,000 milliamp hour battery from Statik. This thing's awesome. If you look at it, it looks like an A5 kind of notepad, maybe just a little bit smaller than kind of a DVD box. But this does really well as well, because on the bottom here, you have two USBs. One of these is fast charge. You have a USB-C, you have a lightning port, and it also has an old school micro USB on here as well. So this works with so many different things. When I'm away with work, there's still a couple of things that I take with me that are still using old chargers, mainly because they work and there's no point buying another one. Whereas with this, yeah, I can have them in my bag. So I can go to the beach with my bushcraft satchel, have this in here, having a few different things charging. Because I get sent so many things like torches, I've always got thousands of these cables hanging around. Again, super useful just to kind of pass to someone and to help them out. Over the years, whilst I've been traveling, I've seen people that have lost their cables, and again, because I get given so many of these, because they arrive with torches and things, I'm happy just to kind of give these away. Yeah. Now, when it comes to entertainment, I have a couple of different things. So this is a, what is this? I've just forgotten for a second. This is from Retroid. This is one of their Pocket. Is it the Pocket 5? I need to double check this. But it's a retro games emulator. You put an SD card into this, and there's quite literally hundreds of thousands of games. So I can go down to the beach and I can play some Zelda, or, well, yeah, there's so much. Plus, because this is Android based, if I wanted to, if there are any Android games that I've got, which I do have a couple of Android games on here as well, then you can also play Android games on here. Yeah, these things generally are awesome. Yeah, super cool. If you're into retro gaming, you probably have seen these. If you're thinking of picking one up, highly recommend it. Not particularly expensive. And again, I think if you buy them from Retroid, they don't come with any games. If you buy them from a kind of a second-party dealer, what you'll find is they'll add a micro SD card in here, and then they'll upload, again, probably a couple of thousand ROMs onto this, which, yeah, super useful. I'm going to keep that in this little bag, mainly because I can then take this to the pool, I can take it to the beach. I don't have to worry about getting it wet, I don't have to worry getting sand on there as well. When I'm reading, I have got a couple of books with me just in case, but this is a Lenovo tablet. Not particularly expensive. I bought one of the cheapest ones, mainly because all I do is use this for reading and very quick browsing on the internet. It comes with a little pen and it comes with a little kind of folio kind of thing. You can spend a lot on tablets, and they do make me feel a little bit kind of boomer while I'm using it, but you know, who cares? they are incredibly useful. Now, I've changed this year a little bit more. So rather than bringing music on my phone, I've gone a little bit retro with this. This is from, who's it from? This is from Snow Sky, and this is their Echo MP3 player, or I think people call them DAPs, or digital audio players, or something cool like the cool kids do. But if you can see the little screen on the front there, and that is a screen. So if I turn that back on again, and there's even a little animation, so it looks like there's a cassette playing as well. You can put up to 256 gigs worth of music on here. I put in my whole collection, and I think it only comes to about 38 gig. So yeah, super useful, and it's actually really nice. So instead of having to worry about staying connected to the internet so that you've got access to Spotify or whatever one that you've got, it's actually really nice now. There's a lot of people becoming I think they refer to it being unplugged. So you actually own your own music, and there's a lot of sites that you can get music from, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so that's kind of my that's what I keep around for entertainment, so that I can entertain myself. I also take, because real men play with balls that are egg shaped. I take a rugby ball away with me. I play that in the pool with my daughters, and yeah, we're a rugby family. It is what it is. Like to keep myself hydrated. This is from Stanley. This is one of their 36 ounce ones. I think it's called, is it the Aero Light? I made some content on this recently. I'm trying to do this with one hand. It's a sippy cup kind of one, which I don't mind. Usually I prefer the ones where you just undo the top, but this one actually works really well, and they are incredibly robust. If you're traveling, you need to stay hydrated whilst traveling. It's one of the best things to help with jet lag. So I can keep this and it will keep me nice and hydrated. But then also, if I'm out for the day, if we're going on a walk, if we're going on an adventure, whatever it is that we're doing, I can take at least a litre of water with me, and then hopefully I can top this up whilst we're out. Couple of extra little kind of precaution things. I don't usually take these with me, but Mrs. Moorlander bought these, and they've actually been quite good at keeping the flies away. They're just kind of friendship bands, I guess you'd probably call them. But they're laced in the, is it called citronella? I forget what it's called. Just put one of these on your wrist, and they do a generally really good job of keeping flies away and mosquitoes away. I don't even know where she got these from. I'll have to ask her, but these have generally come in handy. They're a little bit. I was going to say something there, but I'll probably get kicked off YouTube for explaining what I'd say that they were. But it's okay looking like that a little bit if it means that you're not going to get bitten as much. Now, also when it comes to protection, as most of you probably know, I'm half Scottish, half Welsh, so I need to stay out of the sun. I've got my Factor 50 with me, but I also bring some hats. So these are all the same hat, so they're just different versions of it. These are the Boonie hats. I think is it the Boonie Mark II from Helikmon-Tex. Similar to the Helikmon-Tex Bushcraft satchel. These are worth the weight in gold. I would not swap these for any other. I mean, I've got lots of Boonies, but these are absolutely amazing if you're thinking of picking up a Boonie, because there are plenty of different versions and different colours of these. And that's RAL 7013. That's Duck Hunter, and then you've got, is it Duck Hunter? I forget what that, I think that is Duck Hunter. And then you've got some Rhodesian, everybody loves the old school Rhodesia, and I've got those as well. But there are also some other hats that I'm testing out. So I've got 3 here. This is from Doff Your Cap. This is from a Swedish company called Squirten. I believe that's how it's SQRTN, Squirten. This one's really nice. It's an extra large one as well, so I think that helps with my head. And then I've got this one from X as well, which I've been rocking as well. I do like a good trucker cap. You don't get as much protection as you do with the Boonie hat, but for how cool it makes your head feel when you've got those on, they're awesome. Just got your Factor 30 underneath. I've got this in the wrong place. A deck of playing cards. I always take a deck of playing cards with me, but unfortunately I forgot to take them, so I've just been out, bought these. They were only €3, so we'll be playing with those tonight. And then the last couple of things, other than like clothes and the normal stuff, these are some things that I'm testing out whilst here. So the good people at Wiley X and Military First, I was talking to them about some sunglasses, specifically, as you imagine with Wiley X. These are all things, if you wanted to, you could go to the range with these, but then you could also just take your normal sunglasses with you. So I've been testing out, there's 4 of these. There is another pair that I have at home as well, but I've owned those for a couple of years, and I've already made some content on those. So they will be joining all 4 of these when the content comes out, but these are the ones that I brought with me. Really nice. You generally just can't go wrong with Wiley X. And then plus here at the back, so these are all Bluetooth speakers, but these are all small portable Bluetooth speakers, because I wanted to, again, you know, whilst we're playing cards inside at night, I want to be able to keep entertained. Although, you know, we'll entertain each other, but it's nice to have some music on in the background. So there's 4 different manufacturers here. I purchased all these myself, but I wanted them all to be something that was kind of hand-sized, but also just still put out a good bit of audio. This is one from Sony here. But all 4 of these as well, if you wanted to take these to the pool, these are all IPX7, I believe. And if you were to drop these into the pool, they will carry on playing and they'll all float, apart from maybe this one. I do need to double check this one. But these 3 here, you can put, if they fall into the water, they'll float and they're fine. I know this is still waterproof, but I'm not sure if this one can be put in water, but I thought, you know, I'd kind of test those out. By the way, in case you're wondering, no, I have not been playing these whilst I've been down at the pool. That is the most frustrating thing ever when you listen to somebody else's music. These are purely for whilst here in the bungalow that we're in, so that we can listen to some music. So there you go. There's kind of my whole EDC. If you're enjoying the content today and you'd like to support my channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below. If you do choose to do that, I'd like to say a huge thank you and welcome on board into the Moorlander community. Now back to today's content. Now hopefully that was useful. There's a few little tips in there, kind of if you're traveling, and things that you can take with you, which will definitely help. If you've got some travel tips and you think these would be useful for other people to see, let's hear those in the comments. And of course, as I mentioned before, some of the things here I have made some content on, so I'll leave some links to those. Plus I'll leave some links where you can pick some of this stuff up as well. If you choose to use those links, it's to no extra cost to you. They'll probably be affiliates to me and it'll help me to be able to make content like this in the future. Yeah, so I hope you're all good. I'm going to get ready now because my Mrs. Moorlander and my youngest daughter are down by the pool, so we're going to go and get some food and then we're going to go out tonight, see a little bit more of Gran Canaria. So yes, all of those links will be below. I'll leave some of my social media links below so you can see more from here on Moorlander EDC, my sister channel, Moorlander Tactical. And whether you're watching this on YouTube or Rumble, as always, stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC. It's not much in the bloopers. It was kind of a one-take thing, but I thought what we do is a fit check as well. How about that? Don't usually do that. I'm wearing a t-shirt from TOG24. They are a British company. I'm sure most people from the UK will know who TOG24 are. I think that they also sell out to Europe. I know they sell out to the rest of the world, but they make really nice t-shirts. Now, I will say though, the grammage in the cotton in this is very heavy. I probably should have worn a thinner t-shirt, but you can't complain. And then down here at the bottom, I've got my L4 shorts from Verstalacker. I'm rocking the Finnish MO5 camo. I've had a few Finnish people stop and try and speak Finnish to me, and I was like, hi, I'm English, or I'm not English, I'm Moorlandese, or I only speak English, which was quite funny. They were really nice people as well. So yeah, there you go. There's the fit check for the bloopers. That's good. That's kind of it. Anyway, cool. See you soon. Love you lots. Bye.